tonight, fumbling the bonding bill. Lawmakers in Minnesota can't come to an 11th-hour agreement on a massive plan to upgrade infrastructure statewide.
Stores are now open. We'll break down what you need to know to keep yourself safe.
And the race for a vaccine continues, with one company announcing a successful completion of the first phase of human trials. And as Minnesota's stay-at-home order ends, the Miller Hill Mall makes plans to reopen.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Duluth City Hall. Minnesota has taken its first steps to reopening the state today, but a stalemate at the Capitol has led to at least $1 billion worth of statewide projects being put on hold. Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. It'll be back to the drawing board next month for the Minnesota legislature.
While lawmakers passed several major bills this session, like insulin affordability and Tobacco 21, they failed to reach an agreement on the bonding bill before last night's deadline. That leaves the door open for a special session next month and more than $125 million worth of funding for many Northland projects in limbo. Duluth Seawall and Lake Walk Restoration, a public safety building in Virginia, and ATV trails on the Iron Range are on that list. Democrats wanted a bill that was in the neighborhood of $2 billion. Republicans wanted a bill half that size. Governor Walz's emergency declaration was also one of the key disputes in negotiations.
It's a shame, but I will not give up. We go around roadblocks. We figure out ways to get there. We've been on the phone bipartisanly, continuing to try and work this out, and we will continue to do that.
Governor Walz is the one who has to call the special session. If it happens, it's expected to start on June 12th. We'll hear from local lawmakers on both sides of the aisle on their thoughts coming up tonight at 6.
Starting today, stores in Minnesota are open for foot traffic, and many of them are taking measures to make sure your shopping experience is a safe one. This comes as a stay-at-home order has now officially expired, and the state moves into the Stay Safe Minnesota plan. CBS 3's Leanne Valdez spoke to businesses in the Fickers building who say so far it's off to a good start.
2 stores say within the first hour they had sales. They also say that people are ready to get out and shop, but there are some safety measures they had to implement before opening up their doors. Along with hand sanitizer, Lotus on the Lake is offering customers free face masks before walking into the store. Plexiglass borders the register. When trying on clothes, customers must wear a mask. After they're done trying on items, they will sit for 8 hours on a rack, followed up with a steam treatment. Whimsy, a children's clothing store, is also steaming their clothes. The business had to put away their demo toys and train table to minimize touch points. But even with the added measures, they say people will still shop.
I think people are yearning to find some sense of normalcy, and shopping is something that people enjoy.
Both stores are offering curbside pickup still if customers feel safer that way.
Thanks, Leanne. Under the new order, all retail stores are allowed to operate at up to 50% capacity. Coming up at 6, we'll learn more about what other stores are doing to keep their customers and staff safe.
The Miller Hill Mall in Duluth is open once again. While the mall itself is allowing people inside again, many stores remain closed. Ulta Beauty and Barnes & Noble are both open for curbside pickup only. The few stores that are open are Apricot Lane, DSW, Buckle, Art in the Alley, Journeys, and Black Fridays. All are required to have safety precautions in place to reduce the chances of COVID-19 spreading.
President Trump is brainstorming ways to reopen the country. Today, he hosted a conference call with the nation's governors, as at least 48 states have either loosened stay-at-home restrictions or begun to reopen business. Natalie Brand is at the White House with more.
Pent-up demand. It's true.
President Trump held a roundtable with restaurant executives at the White House. Earlier, the president sounded an optimistic tone at a meeting of his Opportunity and Revitalization Council.
Not only the market's up tremendously, but we've had tremendously good and positive information on therapeutics, on cures, and on vaccines.
stocks rose Monday morning with news the drug manufacturer Moderna Therapeutics posted promising results in phase 1 of its COVID-19 vaccine trial. The FDA has given the go-ahead for the company to move to phase 2 of its study. Early participants developed antibodies after receiving 2 doses of the trial vaccine.
Our goal is to have a vaccine available for broad distribution by year-end or early next year.
As the White House tries to accelerate vaccine development through its effort dubbed Operation Warp Speed, the Federal Reserve Chairman told CBS News the creation of a vaccine is likely vital to advancing the economy.
For the economy to fully recover, people will have to be fully confident, and that may have to await the arrival of a vaccine.
Jerome Powell also told 60 Minutes additional steps may have to be taken by the Fed and Congress to speed up the economic recovery.
You wouldn't want to bet against the American economy. It may take a period of time. It could stretch through the end of next year.
Meanwhile, the House passed a $3 trillion stimulus package late Friday, but for now, Senate Republican leaders and the White House have continued to say they're in wait-and-see mode.
Let's take a quick look at the number of coronavirus cases around the region. In Minnesota, there are 700 new cases, 4,700 active, and no new deaths reported. In Wisconsin, there are about 150 new cases, 5,500 active, and 6 new deaths. In Michigan, there were nearly 800 new cases, 19,000 active, and 24 new deaths. Worldwide, there are nearly 4.9 million cases, 318,000 deaths, and 1.9 million recoveries. And we'll check in on the weather now with Dave. Dave, that wind just will not die down out there, it seems like.
And it probably won't die down tonight. It'll slack off a little bit tomorrow, but still stay gusty. It's because we have low pressure system to our south, and it's spinning in the right direction to create winds off the lake. But you forget about the winds. It's still a gorgeous day. Here's a live look at the Clyde Iron area, and traffic's moving along very nicely and a little bit thicker than times past, so things are slowly returning to normal. The sky on the clear side, leading to fire danger yet again. We're looking at a red flag warning for a good portion of our area tonight. I'll show you who in just a few minutes, but right now we eye up the upper Midwest, where a big blocking ridge of high pressure will dominate our sky probably much of the week ahead. We may not get that rain chance from the west until Friday, so we've got to be careful in the woods here with fire during that time period. Our Tuesday day planner shows it'll be clear to partly cloudy all day long. Winds stay fairly gusty, especially in the morning, but then slow down by the evening. High temp 62 tomorrow. Just like today, tomorrow will be cooler by the lake and plenty warm inland. We'll show you what those numbers are supposed to be then, coming up in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a virtual fundraiser in Virginia. Plus, Greenway seniors gather for the last time before summer. City by City is next.
Plus, tonight at 6, we're hearing local reaction to the Minnesota legislative stalemate.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS3.
Shop the Memorial Day sale in-store by appointment or online at Home Seasonal Concepts with the largest selection of in-stock outdoor furnishings like this 5-piece fire table, just $9.99, plus no interest financing until 2023. Home Seasonal Concepts Memorial Day sale.
The Garage, it's your space. Get a garage fit for all of your agricultural needs with our Farmer 40 by 40 garage. Store all the equipment needed to get the job done. No matter what you put in your space, trust us to build it right. Economy Garages, built right, priced right.
Beautify and protect your home with LP Smart Side Trim and Siding from Jim Pearl Construction. Made in northern Minnesota, LP's engineered wood technology offers superior protection against hail, wind, moisture, and decay. LP combines durability, beauty, and versatility to complement the style of almost any home. And when you hire Jim Pearl Construction, you'll have peace of mind knowing that northern Minnesota's go-to guys for home improvement are on the job, backed by over 50 years of experience.
Always
always on the go but want to keep up with the day's news? Don't worry. Now we are wherever you are. Traveling? No problem. Stream wherever, whenever with live local CBS3.
For the news that impacts you most, turn to live local CBS3.
Wake up with Austin and Jenna at 5 a.m.
Home Furniture presents our Memorial Day sale. For a limited time, enjoy 10% savings on all Stickley. Own a piece of stunningly crafted history from Stickley during Home Furniture's Memorial Day sale.
A gathering of seniors in Coleraine, plus a virtual fundraiser in Virginia. That and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Starting things off in Bayfield, Wisconsin, where ATV trails have opened for the summer season, but riders should use caution as crews are still working to repair damage caused by heavy snowfall last winter. You're asked to report any downed trees to the Forest Department. You can find that number on our website. Now to Virginia, where the Marquette Catholic School plans to hold a virtual telethon in place of their annual fundraising gala. The event will feature games, music, and lip-syncing competition between area priests. The event is designed not only to raise money for the school, but to shine some lighthearted hope during the pandemic. The fundraiser will be held this Tuesday and Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. via the Holy Spirit Catholic Church's YouTube channel. Now to Coleraine, where the Greenway senior class gathered together for the last time. The class of 2020 came together at the Taconite baseball field for a social distance class photo. Because of the state order to ban all graduation ceremonies, this was the only way for Greenway seniors to celebrate their graduation as a class before heading into the summer. 50 out of the 84 students in the class were in attendance for the photo. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it could be featured as we go around the Northland city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, adjusting to the new normal, how businesses across the country are accommodating customers as they reopen under new restrictions.
It's National Safe Boating Week, and the bay over by Ashland looks very calm. Will it stay that way for the week ahead, or will storms come a-calling? I'll let you know with the 7-day forecast coming up right after this break.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over-the-air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
Looking for a safe, effective alternative to ibuprofen? Curamin is pure, high-potency curcumin, the strongest natural anti-inflammatory there is, with no side effects.
We asked real customers what they really love about Spectrum Internet and TV.
Spectrum Internet has the fastest speeds for everything I do.
There is no turning wheel. It's immediate.
Spectrum is the fastest. Bam.
Get the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance with Spectrum Internet, delivering starting speeds of 100 megabits. That's more than enough for all your devices for $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
I can't get over how much on-demand Spectrum has. I can literally watch a new movie every night.
I got all my shows, and he's got all his shows. With the Spectrum TV app, I can watch live TV anywhere. It's perfect.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on-demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go, all from $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
The fact that they don't have contracts, that says a lot about their service.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Install Spectrum services yourself. Get a self-installation kit shipped right to your home. Call 833-906-4499.
Classic Rock KQ is once again the Northland's #1 radio station. The KQ Morning Show, the most listened to radio program in the Northland. The KQ Train Wreck, the Northland's #1 afternoon show. Thank you for making us the Northland's #1 radio station, 95 KQDS.
We're bringing you all things beauty to help get your shine on.
Plus, a transformation unlike any other. New doctor.
Summer is here with Crestliner at RJ Sport and Cycle.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
We're bringing you all things beauty to help get your shine on.
Plus, a transformation unlike any other. New doctor.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Jim Peralt. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Some towns did get a little bit of rain over the weekend. Other places really just got clouds, and so Minnesotans were left holding the short end of the straw this go around, and that's led to a red flag warning here today from Brainerd to Duluth and up towards the Iron Ranges and down to the bottom of Carleton County and places in between till 7 o'clock tonight. Yeah, the relative humidities will be low enough and the winds will be high enough to make that wildland fire danger really powerful, so be careful. The danger is a little bit less in Wisconsin where they did get more of that rain. But we all have to watch ourselves in the forest here until things get completely green. Then hopefully the problem will go away just a little bit. Aggravating the problem this week will be an extended dry spell. I don't think we'll get another rain chance here till about Friday or so. Right now at the airport in Duluth, it's 63, relative humidity only 35%, with an easterly wind hitting 22 miles per hour. Air pressure's on the high side now. 1,021 millibars. Big ridge of high pressure will act as a block in the middle part of the U.S. for 3 or 4 days. Now, temperatures today really split a difference. Cooler by the lake, warmer inland. Right now we have 60s in the Upper Peninsula, but only 49 in Ashland, only 48 in Superior, 61 Hayward. 61 degrees did creep to the North Shore, though Silver Bay has that, but Grand Marais a little bit cooler at 50, and it's only 46 on Park Point, followed by 75 in Orr and 70 in Grand Rapids. Tomorrow's temperatures will be just about as topsy-turvy. Cooler by the lake, pretty warm, almost summery inland. Doppler map right now shows that higher pressure really taking over in Minnesota and clearing up the sky, though clouds are still lingering from that low pressure system in Wisconsin and the UP, and it looks like some places in southern Iron County are still getting a couple of stray showers, but those should go away tonight as the high pressure system plops down in the upper Midwest and then expands outwards and keeping us on the dry side, like I mentioned, until Friday, when finally this low pressure system from the west will be allowed into our region. Then we get thunderstorm chances Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well, and maybe the rain that we need to knock down that fire danger. Coming around tonight now, we've got temperatures like this in Minnesota. By the lake, 38 to 40, inland, lower 40s, partly cloudy sky with that east wind still doing 10 to 20 miles per hour. Into Wisconsin and Michigan we go with a partly cloudy sky there. Still a gusty east wind 10 to 20 and low temps from 42 to 45. For tomorrow, clear to partly cloudy sky for Wisconsin and the UP and 60s by the lake with 70s farther inland. Easterly wind slows down to 5 to 15. For tomorrow in Minnesota, 50s right by the North Shore, so turnabout is going to be fair play tomorrow. It'll be the North Shore that gets the cooler by the lake syndrome, while inland could be as warm as 70, 75 degrees. Hot spot just might be International Falls tomorrow because they're the farthest away from the lake. Eyeing up now the 7-day forecast. Our temperatures right here are geared more towards over the hill in Duluth, so we're looking at 62 to about 73 as the week unfolds. Keep in mind, it'll be warmer inland, and I think once we get towards Thursday, Friday, maybe even 80 degrees will not be out of the question for places like International Falls and down towards Hayward. And, you know, those of us who are used to cooler by the lake and have lived it, me, for 30-some years, I sort of missed the warmth of summer. I used to get an Ely as a kid. But anyway, you get used to cooler by the lake, and 70s, low 70s won't be too bad at all.
Yeah. I noticed on my way in today, a little rain over the weekend. Start off Monday with some sunshine. Things got much greener in a very short order.
They did, and the leaves are really starting to bloom now.
Yeah, it's starting to look more like summer. Thanks, Dave. Retail sales fell by record numbers last month. Clothing stores led the way with a 78% drop in sales from March after stores shut down across the country. But some stores are now welcoming back customers. Maria Villarreal has the story.
Ready? It's time.
The reopening of this Dallas Nordstrom was a hopeful reminder of the way things used to be for both customers and staff.
You know, we've been sitting in front of a Zoom screen for the last 2 months, and I just want to get some new clothes and feel like it's spring and summer and there's some normalcy.
Nationwide, retailers are trying to figure out what that normalcy looks like for shoppers in the era of coronavirus. In San Francisco, it's only curbside pickup for now, but in this Wisconsin toy store, masks are optional for customers. Earlier this month, Kohl's opened dozens of stores in several states. They've closed fitting rooms and designated special hours for at-risk shoppers.
Customer walks in and they'd like a mask.
Back at this Dallas Nordstrom, employees wore masks and gloves. PPE was available at the entrance for customers And there was a steady stream of cleaning in every department. At checkout, a shield separates customers from the sales clerk and, of course, more hand sanitizer.
Thank you.
Is this the unfortunate new norm that we're dealing with right now?
Well, I think that's hard to say. I think we're going to be doing everything we possibly can.
Jamie Nordstrom, the president of Nordstrom Stores, explains the new normal is a moving target.
We might find that some of those things may not be necessary over the long term.
Nordstrom's opened up in 1901 as a shoe store, so it was important to them to reopen this department safely. So here's how it works. Let's just say you try on a pair of shoes and you don't like it. That item goes into quarantine for 72 hours before anybody else can try it on. The retail industry brought in nearly $4 trillion last year, employing roughly 52 million Americans. Matt Shea is president and CEO of the National Retail Federation.
As the retail industry goes, so goes the economy. And we need those businesses, large and small, to support those communities.
The retail industry supports more than a quarter of the U.S. workforce. And although Nordstrom says they have a strong online presence, they also say that 70% of their business comes from brick and mortar stores just like this one. And that's why they will be opening 62 more of these stores later this week. Mireya Villarreal, CBS News, Dallas, Texas.
The National Retail Federation estimates 7 million retail jobs could be lost due to the pandemic.
Bike sales have been pedaling forward during the pandemic. Dennis Sauvé is the owner of Twin Port Cyclery. He says they've been swamped recently with bike sales and repairs. Sauvé thinks a lot of people are pulling their old bikes out of the basement from many years ago, and he thinks they're looking to get outside and take a break from the indoors.
A lot of it has to do with just getting out of the house and doing something. They're either going to walk or they're going to ride a bike. And social distancing works pretty well in both cases.
Sauvé says he's worried the bike industry will get a false sense of security. He believes business will fall significantly once the pandemic is over.
Still to come, how a local organization is showing support for educators as the school year comes to an end.
Find the care you need in the comfort of your home with Dove Home Health Professionals, assisting you with skilled nursing, physical therapy, and occupational therapy.
Here at the Colorado Group, the health and well-being of our customers and employees is our top priority. Kohler has been privileged to serve this community for over 50 years. Our sales, service, and parts departments are open to serve you by appointment in order to provide a safe and healthy dealership visit. If you cannot make it to us, we will gladly come to you with a non-contact shopping or service experience. Please visit KohlerAuto.com to set up your appointment today at any one of our family-owned dealerships.
Northwest Outlet Store is open. Yes, Northwest Outlet is open for business 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now get up to 40% off store-wide on clothing, up to 40% off on footwear, up to 40% off on fishing, up to 40% off on camping, up to 40% off store-wide at Northwest Outlet. Yes, Northwest Outlet now open for business Tuesday through Saturday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Online 24/7. Curbside pickup during store hours. 1814 Belknap, Superior.
Hi, John with Prime Appliance. Well, the third time's a charm, so we're extending our big 6% instant rebate sale on our entire in-stock selection. Save over $600 on these cast iron black side-by-sides with ice and water, just $9.99. Then another 6% off at the counter. Prime's got the best refrigerator selection ever. Get them now while they're in stock. Take it home today. We can load you up and you'll save even more. Or set up delivery. Financing always available. Prime Appliance is the best place to buy your appliances. Let us prove it to you.
Right now, millions of people and billions of devices are connected to the internet. Homes, businesses, hospitals, schools. The security and reliability of these connections are more important than ever. That's why at MediaCom, we've built a network to protect them. A network that sees threats, fixes problems before they occur, and keeps you going with 99.99% network reliability.
When we all get to the other side of this crisis, we look forward to presenting our music performances, our theater productions, and our art exhibitions. Because without our audiences and our UMD houses, we're without the magic of your live reactions. That includes laughing, crying, gasping, smiling, frowning, and applauding. UMD Fine Arts can't wait to see you soon, live and in person.
Right now, get a great deal on the durable Kubota Rtvx. When there's work to do and a reputation to uphold, it's built to haul it all and do it all. Half-ton capabilities with attachments to get the job done right. And industry-exclusive heavy-duty features. It's North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Now get the Rtvx for 0 down and 0% APR for 48 months or save $400.
No one serves you better than Lulich Implement.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
Usually the end of the school year comes with a big thank you to your child's teacher. But with everything that came this year, one organization thought local educators deserved something a bit bigger. The Education Equity Alliance launched an appreciation campaign today. They placed a sign outside historic Old Central High School in Duluth, thanking educators and everyone helping students in these times. The group wants you to show your support too. They're inviting students, families, and community members to use the hashtag #ApplauseForDuluthTeachers in any appreciation posts online.
So for many of us, if not most of us, at least one teacher has had a significant impact in our lives. We all know what our teachers are going through, and we wanted some way to recognize them. Just send out a public message that it's incredible the work that they've been having to accomplish.
The Education Equity Alliance's biggest goal is improving students' lives, especially those who don't get as much support.
The Democrat who lost the special election for Wisconsin's 7th congressional district plans to try her luck again in November. Tricia Zunker made that announcement today. Just last week, she lost to Republican Tom Tiffany by about 14 percentage points. Tiffany will serve the rest of former Congressman Sean Duffy's term. He also plans to run again in November. Zunker says she's challenging Tiffany because she wants to fight for families hit hardest by COVID-19. We have not heard from any other Democrats who plan to challenge her. 700 members of the Minnesota Army National Guard, including some from Duluth, Virginia, and Carleton, are deploying overseas for Operation Enduring Freedom. The 2 of the 135 Infantry Battalion is headed for the Horn of Africa. The soldiers will be providing security for U.S. military bases in the region. The unit is based in Mankato, but has members from all across the state. They have deployment training at Camp Ripley and Fort Bliss before heading overseas. Due to COVID-19, their send-off ceremony will be private.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, promising early results out of a vaccine trial here in the U.S. sent stock markets soaring. Our Racing to a Cure series explains how the vaccine works and when it might be available. Plus, with gyms and movie theaters reopening across the country, why it's not business as usual. And a survivor story, how a father of 5 beats the odds. That's all coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
It's Slumberland's huge memorial sale. Get this love seat absolutely free when you buy the sofa for only $5.98. Our best-selling Adirondack chairs are back for just $188. And get free no-contact shipping with no minimum. The memorial sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Stop by your local Super One Liquor for all your party and gathering needs. With locations throughout the Northland and northern Wisconsin, Super One Liquor has a commitment to delivering outstanding service, variety, and top-quality wines and spirits. And don't forget the massive variety of ice-cold beer and beverages, all at the low prices you've grown to expect. Visit superoneliquor.com anytime to view our weekly ads and in-store specials.
So stop by your local Super One liquor store. Come for the service. Leave with the savings.
The community colleges of northeastern Minnesota want you to know our #1 priority is to create an exceptional educational experience that puts the student first. Register today to join one of our online summer classes.
Kelly Hinseth takes her job at full throttle. There's no slowing down. She's full of enthusiasm.
Kelly brings a youthful exuberance to the newscast. She's loaded with energy. She's really passionate about sports.
I think even if you're not interested in sports, she draws you in.
She's always up and ready to go and ready to show us the latest in sports.
Get to know Kelly Hinseth weekday nights on live local CBS3.
Slumberland's Memorial Mattress Sale. Save hundreds on all Sealy mattresses. Like this Sealy Posturepedic Queen mattress for just $3.99, plus free safe doorstep shipping with no minimum purchase. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from our Spirit Mountain camera as we kick off this Monday. Let's take a quick look at today's top stories and a peek at what's coming tonight at 6. It'll be back to the drawing board next month for the Minnesota legislature. Well, lawmakers passed several major bills this session, like insulin affordability and tobacco 21. They failed to reach an agreement on the bonding bill before last night's deadline. That leaves the door open for a special session next month, and more than $125 million worth of funding for many Northland projects is now in limbo. Duluth seawall and lake walk restoration, a public safety building in Virginia, and ATV trails on the Iron Range are on that list.
Today, Minnesota saw its first turn of the dial as retail businesses began to open their doors for customers. The state's stay-at-home order expired as of today, and that has allowed retail business to resume with some restrictions in place to protect customers. The Duluth Miller Hill Mall was among businesses that reopened today. Businesses like salons and gyms are still not allowed to open until June 1st. And coming up tonight at 6, it's National Boating Safety Week. We'll have some helpful tips from the Coast Guard Auxiliary on what you need to know to be safe out on the water this summer, especially as new rules are put into place during COVID-19. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is up next.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 6.